We'll get this post made here and sticky it. Well, this is the calmest day that I've had this entire year. It is as close to a 0 mile per hour wind as I have had this year. So brought out the TS Customs RimX to do some shooting here. And man, I tell you what, it really is fun shooting these things when you've got a no wind condition. So I'm going to take full advantage of this to confirm my 0 and just have some fun. Oh, hey. Not sure what happened on that one. Try that second target there. Ah, that one's pretty close. Load up 5 more and a new magazine quick. Whoa. Yeah, just the tiniest little bit of left to right showed up there. But anyway, that's not bad. Dropped a couple out. Dropped a couple out on that target. Pretty nice day today. That's the thing, you get into these zero wind conditions like this, and I should have caught that tiniest little twitch in the Mirage there where it doesn't even register a single mile an hour. My weather gauge down there has got one of those 3 rotating cups, and it just barely moves when the wind is doing this. So you don't often get days like this up here in the Dakotas, where it's just still. So I try to take advantage of those days when they come along. But the rifle's shooting really good. I feel like I've got a really nice tuner setting on it, and this lot number of R50 seems to be pretty solid. I just don't have too many flyers. Now, that one that pulled way off target there when I was shooting, pull way left like that, obviously that's not something that I saw in the reticle. The reticle stayed right on the target, so it wasn't something that was induced during shooting. It's just the tough part about rimfire. You can spend as much money as you want on ammo, but at the end of the day, there's always a chance that one's going to just be a little haywire. So thankfully this lot number, like that's probably the only one that I've seen like that across, I don't know, I've probably got about 2,000 rounds fired of this lot number so far. And that's the only time I've seen one that was just crazy like that. But then too, I haven't really shot in a condition that's been this stable. It's always, the wind's always blowing around a little bit and swirling as the sun comes up here. As that sun keeps climbing, I expect that that'll get a little worse as the day progresses, where you'll get a little more swirly winds, a little more mirage doing kind of some weird things. That sun gets to heating up the ground here, and so it'll have the macro effect where it'll do it in the whole region here, and some breezes will start flowing around a little bit. But the micro level too, where you've got differences in the terrain, tall grass versus the mowed yard versus a nice big gravel lot, and all of that stuff has a tendency to affect your microclimate. So that's important to think about when you're shooting 22s, and it's especially important on days like this where it is just dead still. I don't know if you guys can see the Mirage very good there, but I mean it is just absolutely dead still. As close to dead still as I can imagine it being, anyhow. So, well, we didn't do so good on that target there. Had a few of them come out the side, but bipod in a rear bag, it's definitely not the same as shooting from a nice bench rest setup. But despite that, we're going to still see what we can do here. Change my position here, lower this bipod down a little bit. There we go. Yikes. Man, I don't know if it's just this particular brick of ammo or what, but man, that one, target number 6, that thing came out like crazy wide. That was nasty. Hey, there's a fly. I think it's definitely time we kill some flies. Don't you guys think? Where'd he go? I'm looking for him. Good morning, Blake. Blake, get reloading all day. Oh, there he is. He's on the left side. Let's see. Boy, that's not going to be very good for my target stand if I shoot that fly right there. He needs to come over on the targets. There we go. Oh, where'd he go? I saw him in the scope. He's on the clip. The third target down, the left clipboard clip. He's sitting on that. As soon as he climbs down off of there, we'll get him. Boy, he must really like that black thing. Oh, there we go. Oh, come on, get away from that clip, you. Alright, that's far enough. Oh no, you guys could just barely see that. He climbed too high. You can definitely see the blood splat over there up on target number 2. Hey, there's another fly. That same target except on the right side, bottom right. Yeah, get some. You guys got a good view of that one, though. Gotta love a 22 long rifle that you can center punch flies at 50 yards with. Granted, it's just optimal condition here. I'll show you guys I've got a pretty handy little weather sensor down there. As you can see, there is not much wind today. It's left to right, but it is not much. Luckily, that thing is very sensitive, so it only takes about a half-mile-an-hour wind to move it. So it's always nice to be able to watch that thing and confirm my call at the very least. There's not an abundance of flies down there. I'm going to have to put some sticky stuff on the target backer one of these days and shoot some flies. We got 2. We're 2 for 2, though. 2 confirmed kills on the flies. I don't see any more flies. Oh, what was that? I saw a shadow of a fly. Boy, we had a good looking target going there right up until I had that one come out. Well, let's shoot some 5-shot groups here. See if we can get some little tiny 5-shot groups. Maybe that'll attract the flies. I'm just gonna set my fly magazine aside there. Wow. Pretty wild little gust of wind there. Let's see. Did my group shooting attract any flies? It does not appear that it did. Well, we've definitely got some wind coming up now, so that's disappointing. It was so calm earlier. So calm. You can see the difference between point impacts. I'm just holding straight up center bowl on everything here for targets 1, 2, and 3. Hey, there's a fly. Just to the right of target number 1. Let's see if we can get him to crawl over on the target board. He's on that black clipboard clip right on the bottom of the right hand clip on target number 1. Need him to crawl down off of that thing. I don't want to shoot my clip. There we go. Hold still, buddy. Well, that's 3 for 3 on the center punched flies. Had that wind going pretty good down there. I had to hold about 2/10 left and about 1/10 high to get that one center punched, but that's 3 flies. Hey, Travis, TS Customs. Good morning. We're shooting targets and flies. I need to put some sticky sweet stuff down there. We're 3 for 3 on the flies killed. 3 rounds fired at flies and 3 flies center punched. Target number 2's got 2 of them on it, and target number 1 on the top left has got the other one. So that's not bad. I think we'll load up some more mags here and get a few more rounds through the RimX. Tyler Canonica, good morning. Tyler is one of our sponsored shooters. Just got himself a brand new TS Customs 6 BRA barrel. So I would be looking for him to start kicking some butts down there in the Texas area very soon with that thing. Because if it's like every other TS Customs barrel I've shot, it's going to shoot well. As you can see by today's performance, the TS Customs rimfire barrels are no exception to that rule. This RimX is shooting quite well. Nice calm day. We had a straight up 0 mile per hour condition, which I just almost never get. We had that here a little while ago, but it's not uncommon as the wind starts coming up, or excuse me, as the sun starts coming up and puts a little heat on the ground. Well, so too does the wind. You really got to watch that. Thermal induced wind. Obviously the sun is what creates that wind in the first place. Temperature variation and thermal variation across the various regions. Well, I'm glad I got a solid confirmed 0 on this thing. I almost never get a 0 mile per hour condition to check it, but I'm glad that I was able to get that today. So you can see that bottom target, that left to right wind comes up and starts messing things up a little bit, but hey, there's a fly on the very top. And he's gone now. Oh wait, is he still sitting there? He is. He's still sitting there on the top of target backer on the right hand side. Oh, I think I can shoot him off the top of that. Oh, he's down at target number 2 now. Here we go. Got him. Well, that's 4. That's 4 flies engaged and 4 flies splattered. Why can I shoot every single one of these flies but can't seem to get all hundreds on these targets? What's that about? Maybe I need to put a fly. Maybe I need, instead of a little dot in the middle of that target, I need to put a little fly in the middle of that target. Maybe that'll fix it. There's one crawling on the right of the target board. Let's see if I can get the camera positioned here and get on him before he flies away. Oh, can you guys still see him? No. On his way up on the right hand side of the target there. Well, I guess I can't confirm that one. There's no splatter. What do you guys think? Did I get him? It looked like I got him, but there was no splatter mark to confirm. The rest of those have a big old splatter around them. Well, I'll knock out some more 5-shot groups here. Yep, definitely getting some more gusty winds here. Let's see. Do we have any more flies? Hey, what was that? That looked like a bee. Four for 4 on the flies, but there's not an abundance of them, that's for sure. Hey, there's one. That's 5 for 5. 5 flies on the target, 5 flies engaged, 5 flies killed. Well, that's fun. Shooting flies at 50 yards with a 22. With a 100% success rate so far. That's pretty awesome. You guys see any other ones? I'm not seeing any more. Well, I think we'll end the stream there. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and it was fun. We had a nice calm condition there for a moment, and we've got the wind coming up now, and it's going to take care of that, but at least we were able to get some flies killed. 5 flies shot at, 5 flies splattered with the 22 at 50 yards. So the old TS Customs RimX build is, I have over 9,000 rounds on this thing. I'll give you guys a look here. Over 9,000 rounds on this 22, and I have not cleaned it. I have not cleaned the barrel. I have not cleaned the chamber. I've cleaned the action every 2,000 to 3,000 rounds. I've cleaned that RimX action, but otherwise, over 9,000 rounds since I've cleaned the barrel on this thing. 9,000 rounds. I cleaned it when it was brand new, and I've fired 9,000 plus rounds on this barrel without cleaning it, and it is still able to shoot 5 flies at 50 yards. And I only shot at 5 flies. So obviously it still shoots, and the 5-shot groups that you're seeing down there, there's a lot of groups in the 2s, and there's a lot of groups in the 1s, and there's a couple of groups in the 3s, and there's a couple of groups in the 0s, but obviously it's still performing extremely well. And this particular lot number of R50 that I've got here is also performing very well. So appreciate you guys joining in. I had fun, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up now. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Have a awesome and productive Thursday. Take care.